If I was personally looking for a half-ton towable super slide bunkhouse, no joke, guys, this would be it. This would be the one for me. I'm not. I'm not looking for that right now, but if I was, this would be the one. At 6,980 pounds, this is the half-ton towable Cougar half-ton, 29 BHS, and it is a monster. Available here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. If you'd like to see if we have it in stock and available, it's very simple. All you need to do is click the link in the video description that says check for price and availability. You'll see if we have one in stock, you'll see how it's equipped and what we're asking, free of any annoying hidden dealer fees, because we just don't do that nonsense. So what is it about this that I like so much? Why do I think it's done so well? Because there are many versions of floor plans like this out there. Why am I so hot to try it on the Cougar one? And the answer is 100 little things. Like, you got the nicer magnetic latches there. One of the big things they do on this is that this has standard automatic leveling. And if you've been one of my video fans, you know that I've not always been super hot to trot on travel trailer leveling. It's not that I think it's a deal breaker item, you know, but it does add, when the jacks are down, it is so stable. It is a night and day difference compared to other stabilizing jack scenarios. I mean, it's rock solid with the jack system down. You know, there's always the push button convenience of the automatic leveling system. It's just a cool thing. Now, Keystone has recently come out with their 3-year structural warranty, and they advertise it as the industry's best 3-year structural warranty, and that's no jazz. There are different 3-year structural warranties out there. They're not all created equal. Keystone's covers more components, more things than anybody else's. Well, how could they afford to do that? You know, because they didn't really take a price increase to do it. And the answer is because their products have been built so well for so long, they realized that they could basically tack on the 3-year structural warranty, make it better than anybody else's, and these are items that they just don't really seem to ever have to fix. So it's peace of mind for you, and it's really nothing lost for Keystone. Now, I'm holding the camera here so you can see this massive, like, spray-on bedliner style stone guard on the lower area of this cap here, and I love the fade on the graphics of that cap. When they did the little updates, when this went from Cougar X Lite to Cougar half ton, dang it, it's just sharp. Easy tilt awning on the other side. We'll get there in a minute. I'll probably talk about it there again. Power tongue jack on the front. I already mentioned stabilizers. We have simple solar prep here. If you choose to add, if you're going to do boondocking, you know, grab one of the solar panels off our shelf here, and you're going to enjoy having your batteries always topped off. Water docking station right here. That's the box right next to the water heater. That's where you can hook up like your cable, your fresh water. Your outside shower hooks up there, and it is an outside shower, not a spray port. It does have hot and cold water, but that style of docking station right there, what's great about it is that it actually gives you like a residential hose end attachment. Now, all the windows here open for ventilation. They're very tinted to keep you cooler inside because it's blocking solar radiation. And the slide side windows open for airflow. Now, something I like to talk about right about here on a Cougar is more structure stuff. So look at the roof. It says like Montana luxury fifth wheel wrap over roof line. It's awesome. And what that's doing for us is this has a double vaulted ceiling. It's vaulted inside and outside, and that gives you a superior structural integrity because arches are stronger than a linear sort of construction aspect. Now, it also moves that roof-to-wall transition seam from an area of high stress to low stress, and it also means there's no insulation gaps in those roof trusses. I've been talking about that a lot lately because it's something I think I haven't talked about enough in the past. So, is the roof walkable? Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. What you should be asking is, are the slide-outs walkable? And with a Cougar, yes, absolutely they are. That's an extra question there. That's the extra little detail stuff that'll give you an idea of how something's constructed. The rear area here. Now, you've got the full cargo travel rack on the back of all your Cougar half-ton stuff. Now, last year that was only available on the big Cougar fifth wheels, but it's this rear cargo door where this model starts to differentiate itself for me. Like, I like all the knickknacks and things now, but I'm a function over fashion person, and this is a pure monster function item. This has a full rear storage garage right here. And I would say that it's man-sized, but that would actually be a bit of an understatement. This is larger than a person. I can sit on my knees in here and my head doesn't hit the ceiling. It's awesome. So this has a double over double bunkhouse like you've seen before, but you can see that the and first of all, appreciate the all aluminum constructed bunks on this, not cheaper construction, but how this flips up. There's even bonus storage down there in the front area where you don't have like utilities and construction. They still open it up. But if you want a true kids bike garage, you want to bring a barbecue grill with you or anything like that, this has the capacity to do so. What's funny is this floor plan doesn't benefit from this rear cargo travel rack as much as other things because it already had that huge storage garage. But you can still use this for coolers, for 100 different things. I mean, there's never not a good reason to have one of those. We have all LED exterior lighting, whether it's tail lights, marker lights, all the lights. We also have all LED interior lighting, which is sharp. And you've got that big, easy tilt power awning that I already mentioned. And notice here how it's clearing both entry doors. So if it's kind of a drainy, I couldn't decide if I wanted to see rainy or drizzly, so I combined them into drainy. That is just absolutely impressive. Add that one to the Josh the RV Nerd definitionary, ladies and gentlemen. So, if it's drizzly or rainy, hey, I did it. Full length LED lighting. We've got easy tilt there. Like I said, you know what? I'm done with the awning. I've screwed it up enough. I'm moving on. Both front and rear entry doors have the nicer aluminum plank steps. They're a little more sturdy than steel. They also are lighter weight. They're easier to see at night, and they don't corrode. We have direct entry bathroom and an outside kitchen. And it was one of the things that also drove this model home for me. So there's several big factors. The first one is that rear storage garage. Now we have both an outside kitchen and direct entry bathroom. And normally floor plans like this, you get to choose one or the other. Cougar gave you and instead of or, and I like and, I don't like or. I want it all. Hey. The toilet, while we're looking at it, you can see is obviously a porcelain system. And of course, we do have a nice little deadbolt here, so we're not going to have privacy issues. Now, it's interesting. They have a full outside shower on the other side of the RV, but they have a second one here. And the uses for it are many, varied, and they're all fantastic. So, the analogy I like to use is if the kid's been in the lake and they got the turtle slime and fish gut smell to them, you can hose them down before they get in your camper. And they have direct access to the bathroom to get finished cleaning up. Alternatively, if you're cooking over here in the outside kitchen, you can always use that as a pseudo sink in a way. Outside TV hookups on the other side of the outside kitchen are a nice little touch between the door and the outside kitchen, also under the awning. The doors are friction hinged with adjustable tension hinges, so you can make them as easy or difficult to get into as you would like. Kind of actually nice for not the door not slamming open in the breeze. Yeah, I think we're good. What's happened? No, tires. I knew I wanted to talk about something else. Tires. They're using bigger, heavier grade tires on this than you typically find in a one-slide bunkhouse. Now, there are other brands who are doing similar things, but the reasoning is what I like. The furnace, the air conditioner, the bigger tires, the chassis. Cougar is all about standardization. So what they did is they said, what is our biggest unit? What's our biggest trailer? Okay, that's the furnace I want to put on all of my Cougars. That's the suspension, the chassis, the everything I want on all of the Cougars. So that everything is built to the same specs as the biggest Cougar. They don't build them down just because the floor plan is a little bit smaller. And that's a really awesome facet that they put into this. I think that's a great idea. So now let's step inside. God, this thing's such a beauty. I almost wish I had an excuse to try to talk my wife into looking at this thing a little bit closer. So I said that there are a few massive features there that make me really like this one. Right here's another one. You got a whole welcome home coat closet pantry right by the entry door. Now what's neat is both here in the entryway and up here in the closet, you actually have motion sensitive lighting. So when you walk into the RV, the light is on. I don't have to leave lights on when I'm gone the whole time and get a nice collection of bugs around the door that get in the camper. Similarly, I don't have to worry about trying to fish around in a closet in the dark to find a light switch because it'll just turn itself on for me. Now, there are different decors available. At the time of this filming, this is called Twig. Usually Cougar keeps two colors in their production, light and dark. So would you like brown or browner? This is browner. You know, everything is neutral, everything is safe in the RV industry world right now. No one does red, green, blue anymore, because there's always that. It's funny, we'll take in like a 1997 Jayco. Oh, here, check this out. I just noticed the shut off. Ah, you can use the force to turn that thing on. Anyway, we'll take in a 97 Jayco, and someone's like, oh, I just don't like blue. I'm not going to buy that. So there's different seating arrangements. I don't know why you would want to, but you can put a freestanding table and chairs in here. Now, most of the time, I think a lot of dealers are actually going to bring this in with a hide-a-bed right there. And we put our heads together here, and we said, no, 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 no. We don't need a hide-a-bed. We don't need more sleeping. This has tons of sleeping. You can sleep, what, I don't know, 8, 10 in this. You're probably never going to do that. Mom and Dad, this, you need a spot to win. Mom and Dad need to win too. It's not always just about the kids. Love my daughter, but it is about the whole family. So we said, you know what? This is the other facet of this floor plan that I just adore, is this massive theater entertainment system directly across from this theater seating. Because when you sit down on a rainy day or you're ready to plop yourself down, you've got the king and queen throne right here. You are on Boardwalk and Park Place. Now, you may notice that TV's in there a little jihad, little cockeyed. Those are technical terms. You can look up in my Josh Arviter definitionary we discussed outside. But the TV is on a big double-jointed swing-out arm. There's storage behind it. They didn't waste anything. And it's actually kind of funny. Like, you talk to the Cougar guys, and they're like, hey, between skill and luck, sometimes we just get lucky. And they realized that underneath their entertainment system, there was just enough room for that miniature outdoor kitchenette, which is perfectly functional. It's great because this is space you'd have to get on your hands and knees to access inside, or instead you could make it a perfectly functional space outside of the RV. Now you still have big, deep overhead storage up here, and you really don't lose anything in the kitchen because that giant extra pantry that we already saw, and you'll get to see another look at it as we come through. So big open feeling, vaulted ceiling here, and it's made even more obvious by these accent batten strips up here. The bunks, remember, this is a double over double bunk. I went ahead and just left the lower bunk flipped up to just really drive the fact home that this is huge. But this is another thing that I like about this. Here's how I picture this getting used. I've only got one kid. Now, this is my life. This may not be your life. Maybe you got 3 or 4 of them running around. Awesome. But for my kid, on a rainy day, that would be the coolest little play space alcove. They could play fort. They could draw that little privacy curtain closed. And by the way, I love they have dual privacy curtains, not one curtain for both bunks at the same time. That doesn't always work for everybody, you know? Not everyone's ready to close things off at the same time. But on a rainy day, this could be her cool little play space. How fun would that be? Plus, there's all that extra storage down here that's very easy to get to when the bed's in the up position. So you've always got your overhead bunk available here. I like that you notice how the bunks also have their own power outlet. So I can throw chargers up there on a rainy day, keep the kids occupied. We talked about the TV swings out. Think we're good there. We'll come back to the kitchen in a minute. Here's something on just construction items. Again, I like across pretty much all of Keystone does this. They have really thick interior walls. They've got like 3-inch interior walls across the board. And all of their doors are fully framed. You've got a full header above this. This isn't just paneling. There's actual structure behind it, which is why a lot of our Keystones are sometimes slightly heavier than certain other things, but amazingly, most of the time our Keystones are lighter than most other brands because they don't do things they don't have to. They do the things that matter, and structure is one of the things that matters, you know? So again, the door's always open because the door jamb stays square. It's probably one of the reasons why Cougar's been a Quality Circle Award winner, and Keystone has actually earned more Quality Circle Awards than any other manufacturer. That's a huge statement. Pressed resin, waterproof thermal foil countertops, and that will be repeated also in the kitchen. So your bath and kitchen counters are both waterproof, really, and that is why they have a big sink here, so you really splash some water around, though, you know, the GFI protected outlet would prefer if you didn't, so it didn't have to trip itself. We already talked about the foot flush porcelain stool earlier. Now, this doesn't have extra tall sidewalls, but with the position of the skylight plus the ceiling vault, it is very tall person friendly, nerd approved. Moving forward, like I said, different seating arrangements. This is an example of one 29 BHS here at Haylett RV. Maybe not the 29 BHS here at Haylett RV. Thomas Payne, Furniture T-Pain in the house. I say that too much, but I think it's funny. big windows. This is another thing Cougar half-ton does well. Now, again, the sun is killing me. I can't really, I'd rather have these windows open so you could be like, oh, wow, it looks huge in here. But I can't because there'd be too much natural light that would conflict too hard with the camera. But what you can see is you've got a lot of windows letting in, even with the shades drawn, a lot of nice ambient light, and all the windows do open for ventilation. Storage below the bench seating kind of rounds out the living room area. Let's shift over to the kitchen. I said we'd be back. I wasn't lying. The refrigerator, we'll start there. 8 cubic foot fridge freezer, and if you look real close, it's actually got like this little quilted northern metallic insert on it, which is the same type of metal you have on the exterior skirting. So they actually kind of color keyed and put a little nod from the exterior to interior to sort of tie them together. Now there is wastebasket storage below the sink right there. This is a double basin recessed stainless sink. It does have dual covers. I simply left one off so you could see the stainless sink, as it were. Big kitchen breeze window. I love all the windows in this. That's, again, things that I like. And that is a cool little sleek minimalist sprayer faucet. It's got a very good look to it. I like that. Now, between the recessed sink, the waterproof countertop that does extend out, which is nice, and the recessed stove, you've got some very, very respectable prep space here. Now you've got triple extension drawers on this side, and as we come around the other side of the island, or well, not really island, but you see that we've got double drawers here, and they all extend further. I don't have any of these drawers open all the way so that I could easily navigate the RV. My point is, they gave you 100% access to every ounce of that kitchen counter storage capacity. And full depth overhead cabinets. The overhead cabinets are not shrunk back. They're not stealing storage from you. Bedroom light switch, actually, which is another thing I like to talk about here. You can kind of see that light flickering in there. And the Cougar king bed. This is the part of the RV I think my wife would like, because I am a snuggler. She is not. I am a human hotbox. I'm a furnace. I create a lot of heat. She does not appreciate that. She likes me to be as far away from her as possible. I respect that. You know, that marriage is about give and take. And she definitely, you know, takes a lot of crap for me, and I give a lot of crap to her. So I'm okay with the fact that she just wants a little space at night. Headboard outlets, by the way, if you notice up by those stands, you've got all kinds of headboard outlet arrangements so that you can, you know, have your phone chargers and CPAPs going. There is storage, easy lift storage below the foot of the bed. Privacy door here for mom and dad, so you do have privacy in this bunk model. And this this handy little headboard here, you know, this recess is actually, this goes up into the nose cap, and they just don't waste anything. It's such a smart use of space. Extra little outlet up here, vent up here. If you wanted to put like a MaxxAir fan or something in, because you have 12-volt sources so close by, that'd be an easy thing for our shop to accomplish for you, because again, we do everything here. Little TV mount location if you feel so inclined. I think we're good. I think we pretty much nailed it. Give us a call. Like I said, personal favorite of mine. The success of this floor plan indicates that it's a personal favorite of more than just me. If you like it, I don't care where you live, give us a call. We can make this happen. Take care, stay safe, have fun, happy camping, everyone. 800-256-5196, Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Have a great day.